offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Working that left side now. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They're looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking down the middle. Basic connection. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got a man. Runs through a tackle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Goes to the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Fires to the right. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Leaves it with the running back. Stonewalled again. No game. Way they keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Over the middle. It's locked. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Moves around to clear up the vision. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be...
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and third and long. They'll run the option.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Give to the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Young. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
He's standing at the 23-yard line. 2nd down.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires on the move. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards?
There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The Quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Parrish. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Black. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He wants to take the top off. It's a big stride inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Austin.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
There's a long and storied history of great games.